Welcome to PEKO. Today we're going to talk about sheet metal joints. Got a lot of joints to talk about. We're going to hit 5 common joints that we see in sheet metal. You're going to see these joints anytime you're joining two edges of some sheet metal. And there's different ways to join the joints. You've got your rivets, your welding, you've got your tack welding, spot welding, and we're going to explore some today, starting with the plain lap joint. This is the easiest joint, easiest to understand. Each color is representing a different edge of a material. So with a plain lap joint, you're taking one piece of metal, overlapping it on another, and you're going to join it. If you're going to join it with a rivet, you could join it right there, or with welding on either side. One of the advantages to this lap is the plain lap is very easy to manufacture. The downside is you're relying strictly on the strength of your joining technique, and doesn't provide a ton of shear strength. Okay, and similar to the plain lap, we have the flush lap here. So the flush lap is great because what you're able to do with the flush lap is create a flush outer edge. So what you're going to see is one piece of material is actually offset behind the other, and then you can perform your joining on these joints here. The standing seam is a unique seam. You can use it for large pieces of material that need to be butted together. What you'll do is you'll make a form here and then bend a hem around one side. You can insert a flange into the open hem. After you do that, you can rivet or weld along the inside. It's important to keep the standing seam on the inside so the exterior is flush. This is great for skins, casings, and plenums. Next up is the groove seam. The groove seam is used for large pieces of material that need to be locked in place. The advantage of a groove seam is that you're able to get extra strength longitudinally. You can see we use 2 open hems, locking them together, and then you can make your join right in between. The next joint we're going to talk about is the raw and flange joint. It's called that because you've got a raw piece of edge right here, and then you've got a flange right here. The nice thing about this joint is it creates a nice corner. You can put a rivet right across here, or sometimes spot weld. The next joint we're going to talk about is the flange and flange corner. So what you can do is take one flange material this way and then another one on the side. When you overlap them, you get nice flush corners here, which can be riveted or spot welded right here. It can be used on heavier gauge material, and typically you can even solid weld it. The double corner seam is just 2 groove seams at a corner. You can see the open hems here. It's great for complicated curves, but it's seldom used and takes special tooling to close. For more information about seams, joints, and welded fabrications, check out our website.